The current podcast is sponsored by New Life Barber Lounge. New Life is not another barbershop. This is a place where you will find great energy and a friend in the New Life crew. This is a place all about the experience. They will take care of you and have you looking spectacular. Don't waste your time at any other place. Go right now and follow them on Instagram at New Life Barbers and get yourself looking spectacular.
Welcome. This is the current podcast. Thank you for joining us in another Sports Wave episode. This is your producer, Byron, alongside my co-producer, Mauricio. How are you, bro?
Okay, I'm right here, man. You know, just another episode, another week of sports, man. We're joined right here by our two hosts, Enzo.
What up? Enzo in the building.
And we also got Manny. You know what we're doing here?
Hey, how's it going?
You know what I mean?
After
Enzo just said Kobe.
And he made it like Shaq.
Oh,
Damn.
Shots fired, bro.
Hey, man, you miss the shot that you don't take.
Breach. But man, the Dodgers have been taking a lot of shots. As
And
far as
they've
like
been
batting,
doing
you know what I
good.
mean? They've been doing really good.
Yeah.
Still the first in the West, you know.
I believe they're in the 2-game losing streak, right?
We the best.
They actually are, but even besides that, man,
Just do ad-libs during the
they're
Dodgers.
in a spot right now where they can lose 2 games. They'll be fine. You know what I mean? But Manny, what say you? Let's go to Dodger game in the next couple
They're
weeks.
playing the Angels on...
next Tuesday.
Yes.
You're not down.
On the 14 and the 15.
You're not down.
On the 14? Let's
The
go.
14th is a Tuesday, so
For Tuesday.
So we'll go to gym on Wednesday or what?
Well, Wednesday we're going to
Ooh,
Adventures.
Yes, that's gonna be a good
Going
one.
where?
Adventures.
Where's that?
Adventures.
Adventures.
California Adventures?
De donde van las aventuras.
Is that where you're going?
A descubrir.
California Adventures?
High school.
A descubrir las aventuras.
Where's Adventures?
We shall find out.
Oh, I'm not invited now, motherfucker.
He's going to give you a soft launch, bro. And then you'll see what Adventures is about.
It's cool. But the Dodgers lost 2 games to the Mets, so they
Adventures, huh?
kind of dropped that series. It was a
Be
3-game
bothering
series.
about this all fucking podcast.
Actually,
man.
they split the series.
So
They
you
beat
better
them
start
first.
telling me what adventures are, bro.
Let's just say the adventure that you recently went on.
Exactly. You went on an adventure recently.
They have a 3-game
For
series
your
against the White
B-Day,
Sox.
you went on an adventure.
For my... Oh, I'm going then with you guys. Fuck that. I need to go get another lightsaber.
You better get your ticket then, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What day?
You better call
15th.
out, Byron. You better come with us.
What day?
The
15th, next Wednesday.
To the adventures or the land?
The land of the home and the free.
Hold up. Nah, you guys are going to the Dodger game, huh?
No.
No, he's talking about going to the Dodger game on the 14th.
Which is Tuesday.
And then he was
you
telling
guys
me...
got money. You guys are rich. Oh,
Nah,
shit. What recession?
I've had tickets
What
for
recession,
these
man?
for this place.
These
for
places
a
are not around the
long-ass
corner,
time,
people.
and I've had to put it off for a long ass time.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Those.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had to put it along, and then
Hold on, what-
then the homie's birthday's next week, so I'm like, I'm definitely taking him. You know, what I mean,
So
just
hold on,
'cause
hold on,
I
hold
haven't
on.
gone there. He hasn't gone there. Let's go.
Hold up. What day is it?
15 next week, Tuesday. I'm Wednesday. Byron, call off.
Like, that's it. You're going.
Exactly, bro.
All right.
Yeah. So
yeah, but the Dodgers, they're going to face the Angels. I mean,
next week. So I'm down to go. If you're down, I'm not even kidding.
And
I'm
the rivalry with the
very
Giants,
interested.
too. With the Giants. That's
Giants is
another
gonna be a good
one.
rivalry. Yeah, there's some good. And then they're gonna play the Guardians
Yep.
of
Guardians of the
Cleveland.
Galaxy.
No, of Cleveland.
Cleveland, because remember they were the Indians and they had to change their name. And that's their new name.
The Guardians.
The Guardians.
They were the Indigos, huh?
Yeah, they were the Indians before.
Yeah.
I need that hat, bro, before they
Yeah,
stop making
right.
it.
They're like mostly gone.
Yeah, it's
You know,
pretty,
new
it's
merch
pretty
is
hard hat,
being.
not gonna lie.
It is.
I mean, I almost had it and I fucked up and I didn't get it, man.
I used to actually like drawing that logo in school. I
Really?
used to draw it, yeah.
So something else that happened in a different sport, tennis. Rafael Nadal wins his historic 14th French Open, and if I'm not,
Yeah, Real Madrid congratulated him because he's a Real Madrid fan.
and I think Jovac is because of vaccines, he still hasn't really competing. So Nadal's getting closer to his titles.
record?
Yeah, and whatnot. So just something big that's happening. He's Spanish, right, Nadal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
straight from Spain.
from Spain.
I told you
Yeah,
he's a Real Madrid fan. Real Madrid shouted him in their personal IG,
That's dope.
which I was kind of shocked because I was like, y'all usually just talk about your team.
Do you guys happen to know if he's from Madrid?
I don't know if he's actually
I wouldn't
from
know.
that. I just know he's Spanish.
Okay.
But Maury can look it up and see if he's actually from España. You know.
Well, he's from España for sure, but
Pero de la ciudad de donde hablan
no,
castellano.
Manacor.
Donde hablan castellano.
It says Manacor right here.
¿Y a dónde está Manacor? Es una ciudad dentro de Madrid.
Yeah, that place like
I don't know. Manacor is a town municipality on the island of Mallorca, part of the Spanish autonomous community of the Balearic Islands. The municipality has tourist areas such as Porto Cristo, site of the famous caves of Drac, and Cales de Mallorca.
Mallorca.
Mallorca, there you go.
There you go, bro.
There you go.
Aprende a hablar español.
Come mierda, jerote.
Tiene que saber
El español que yo sé, jerote.
Tiene que saber cómo hablar castellano usted.
No sabe hablar nada de este.
Yo sé hablar ceroteño, es lo que yo sé, okay? So, Deshaun Watson, man, you guys heard of 23andMe?
No,
Gaga.
explain that.
So it's 23andMe is a DNA test now. You can find out where you're from.
Are you guys switching your
So,
stance on him now?
Deshaun-
Sounds like you are.
I just feel like when it comes to
Well,
these
he was
kind of
already
things,
acquitted,
when it
technically.
comes to these kind of things, it's like, all right, as many people as can come out and just do it now because right now's the time. Who knows? They may be able to do a class action lawsuit.
Here's another thing, right?
Nah, bro,
Side
that's possible. If you get
Side
enough
note.
people, you can do a class action shit.
Side
shit.
note.
You know what I mean?
I was watching a video because I totally had forgotten about that. Johnny Depp had another case with another girl prior to the Amber Heard one. And I was like, oh, with Winona Ryder, I believe her name was.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, so is this repeated patterns?
Who knows?
You know?
That he gets beat up by women,
No, that he drives him nuts, apparently.
and then they beat him up.
Yeah. Apparently.
Because hey man,
It happens.
hey, as a
And shit in
man,
his bed.
as a man, to be honest, like. I was like being devil's advocate. You could have pissed her off, you know.
He
Or
definitely could have pissed her off. Dude, he forgot her 30th birthday. That's why she shit up
yeah,
the
I
bed.
seen that part. I seen that part. But then remember that one baseball player that like, or she could have asked for it. He
Oh.
could have asked for it.
Oh,
You're talking about,
That Trevor Bauer,
Trevor
yeah,
Bauer,
like
yeah.
who knows, man? You know who's to
I
say?
wonder if
to
his
say.
appeal, how's that going?
That shit,
I know, right?
He's not in a
He's
Dodger
donezo?
uniform for sure. He's not playing with the
He's
Dodgers
gonna
for
go to
sure.
he's gonna go to the Nationals.
He's gonna
But they
play.
still gotta pay
he's gonna
out
play
that
the team that you
contract.
have on your head. In your head.
The Rockies.
That or the Padres. I feel. I feel like that would be one of the two teams that
Nah,
play
he's
him.
gonna go to that team and he's gonna go to the Mets and be with that one guy that did coke. He was pitching with the coke off his
Who? DeGrom? Nah, DeGrom wasn't doing that.
Piazza, I think it was.
I don't know. But that's Deshaun Watson. So 23 women have now came out
Bro,
and
did you
accused
see
him.
the video? Why does he have
There's
Mia
two more,
Khalifa-
right?
Mia Khalifa in a fucking.
Cause what is she gonna accuse him of, bro? She can't be the 24th girl.
I'm not
I'm
saying
sorry.
she
I'm just
is,
saying. I just had to say it.
But why?
He's
why-
playing it safe now.
Is he? Is that really? Is that?
Wow.
Is that?
Wow.
Was that recent or is that old?
That looks
I don't
old,
know.
actually, bro.
I don't-
to be
I really
honest.
don't.
Because isn't she now with that one?
Yeah, with
Cortez?
Jaco Cortez, yeah.
But
Hey,
who's to
bro,
say, bro?
it-
She went from somebody else and then.
That's
straight
what
to
I'm
I
that.
mean, she was
saying,
technically
dog.
married to a guy
It's a
for
white
about
boy, yeah,
3
the
years.
chef or some shit. Like
Yeah,
that.
You
and then
don't-
she just
We're in
divorced him to go with
2022,
Jaco.
bro. Open relationship, dog. It's possible, especially with someone like Mia Khalifa. You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
But I saw that video and I'm like,
Nah, bro. Then I seen it with another rapper too, besides Jay
Open
Cortez.
relationship,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, bro. It was like a rapper that also
Who?
and a
don't know,
basketball player. I swear, bro.
She's seeing them all together?
No, I think
she's getting them all together at the same hotel.
She's making her Avengers
All in
team?
her mouth.
no. She's
All right,
not.
sports wave guys. So John Madden is
Mia
gonna,
Khalifa put herself in the sports
she
world.
did, but John Madden is gonna grace the cover for the first time. in I don't know how many years.
That's gonna be a cursed game right there.
But they're using the OG cover that he was on, from what I understand. He was like in 1999 or 2000. So John Madden will be on the cover of NFL 23.
Damn, they didn't want to give it to
Madden.
him.
I think I'm gonna get that
Madden.
one, bro. I'm gonna get that one. I have the Patrick Mahomes cover.
Bro,
one. It's like
just
20.
Bro,
get
you
the
know what game
poster,
I've been
bro.
playing
You
ever
don't need
since
the
Top Gun
game.
came out?
Wait, sorry. Manny, what were you saying first? Because you was talking.
Just get the poster. You don't need the game.
Yeah, right.
No, I'll get the game when it's like.
because the game's like bleh.
I'll get the game when it's like halfway through the season and the price is like dropped.
Like $10.
That's when I'll get- yeah, like
That's how I
like
got.
Black Friday.
That's
or
how I
some
got
shit.
FIFA.
That's when I'll get it. I'm not like, oh, as soon as it dropped.
I didn't get FIFA when it released. I got it like
Yeah.
until
So,
January. And I paid
that's
like
when I'll get it.
$15.
Just to have like
Ace
the latest
Combat
roster because I want to
came
play
out with
Russell
a-
Westbrook. Oh,
With
really?
a Top Gun fucking little, like a Top Gun little fucking add-on.
You gonna get the joystick? No.
That's sick. I never thought about that.
Logitech
shit.
might make some shit like that. You should look into it.
Damn, that's fucking sick. They already have some.
I'm saying Logitech might make
They
some
already
shit.
have some. Let me look that up.
You
But
know?
yeah, bro.
So, John Madden on the cover.
That's fucking crazy.
And
video game.
Ace Combat for PS5.
Yeah, the Xbox, PS5, everything.
When is it coming out?
They already came out, but I'm saying like they have they
Too bad.
did an add-on. It came out last year, and then they did an add-on now that has
Tom Cruise.
the Top Gun, not Tom Cruise. It just has the planes. That shit's sick. You
Man.
guys still haven't seen that movie?
No, I'm waiting till my father returns from his vacation.
I heard that it broke records
Already?
financially.
In his first weekend, it's broke his record as the highest grossing
Tom Cruise
Cruise's best selling
Mhm.
weekend. I think it's his first $100 million weekend or something like that.
Yeah,
No,
it
because
said that
the
it
first Top Gun was
competed
100
with-
mil.
No, like his reached like he's never reached that in an opening weekend for him. His one of his
That's what I'm
movies. That's
saying.
I don't know exactly how much is the
The
amount.
stat I saw was
but
that
it's like
his
that.
the first Top Gun was his highest grossing movie ever, which was
and then
100
it
mil.
topped it.
So this one topped it. But
Illuminati.
I don't know
and
how-
it's
how
competing
much.
with Jurassic Park.
Illuminati.
So-
But Jurassic Park's
Still?
like, Jurassic Park's like is
It's not even
already?
out yet. No, it's gonna come out. Like,
No,
Oh,
with
with
the
the
new
OG
one, with
one?
the previous ones.
Oh,
What do you mean?
You know how like
So we're
they
gonna go
take the
out-
record of how much it breaks in a weekend?
Uh-huh.
It broke the record of a previous Jurassic Park one.
I heard it. I thought it was another one though.
I don't know.
You
But-
guys can Google it to confirm if you want to
Yeah,
look at it.
I know it didn't go as high as like Avatar and all that shit.
Right.
No,
but
no,
Jurassic
not that
Park,
high.
I thought Marvel
could
was.
hear.
I thought Spider-Man was like the highest one ever.
No, right now
No,
it's I think it's
Avatar.
Avengers Endgame and Avatar's
But
like right there.
But
Spider-Man, the
Endgame-
newest Spider-Man, didn't
Didn't
pass
beat them
that.
like
I
that,
think
no.
it did.
No,
it had
it
a good,
didn't.
it had a big weekend, but it didn't. Avatar and those two are really hard to fucking
Yeah,
beat.
but Endgame only got to that
But who
level
was
because
before
they
Avatar?
did a re-release. You got to remember that because they didn't defeat Avatar in the first
Not in
release.
the first one, but they were
When
second
they
to
did
them.
the second release,
That's when
that's
they
when
passed
it
them.
passed Avatar.
Hold
Yeah.
up, they did a re-release.
Yeah, they
Where was I?
re-released
Was
it
I
in
another
theaters.
alternative
I have
reality?
no idea what. I remember that happening, but I don't know exactly why they did that.
They re-released it a second time.
But moving on though, Broncos have.
I think that was after Black Panther came out, wasn't it?
no.
Yeah.
Black Panther was before Endgame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. And then they re-released it after Black Panther came out. I
Came
think that
out.
was.
Bro, Black Panther was before Endgame ever came out. How would they re-release it?
Because you're saying
before-
that they re-released the movie, right?
They re-released it
They
after
released
it initially. They didn't-
Exactly.
So Black Panther has nothing to do with it. Black Panther was like in 2018.
yeah.
So when was Endgame come out? 'Cause
Endgame
I think
was
that's-
2019 or no. Let me look this up.
Bro, we lost 2 years, remember, guys? What the fuck? Everybody's mind is fucked up. on
Endgame
these
and all that
years.
happened before all that. Endgame, they lost 5
I
years, bro.
remember something like that happening, and it was like around after Black Panther came out. They did this whole thing, like they re-released it in theaters, right? Is
Yeah,
that what
Endgame
you're
came out
talking-
in 2019, and I think Black Panther came out, I believe, 2016. Because that was like the last time
so
that this
Endgame came out
2019.
2019.
Then Black
April
Panther-
26th, yeah.
Black Panther came out when?
And then
2018, yeah, that was right. 2018, 2019.
let's look at the second.
So put the re-release of
So
Endgame.
2018 was this.
Or-
I remember
or
Black
put-
Panther came out, and then that December is when Infinity War came out.
Right.
Then the next year we had to wait a whole year for
Endgame.
Endgame.
Okay,
in
but-
2019,
but-
and
okay,
then,
so we'll look
then
up
the
what-
fucking pandemic happened.
Look up
So it
why.
re-released in 2022.
What? In movie theaters?
No, not this year.
Nah.
Let's see.
I think it re-released at some point,
Endgame re-release.
re-release date.
No,
Release
it
date
says-
was
it
April
says-
26th.
Release date April 26, 2019. I remember when some movies for my birthday. Remember, all of us sat in there.
June 28th. So it dropped April and then June 28th.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
To
get
compete,
numbers,
to
to
beat
compete
them.
with the numbers with Avatar.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what
Because
happened
no
there.
one has ever beat Avatar.
That's kind of cheating then.
They're coming out with another movie though too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and their trailer looks dope.
Yeah, let's bring it back though. Broncos are selling to this Walmart owner, which I'm not
trash.
too. I'm not too fond about that.
You are, bro.
I'm not.
Yeah,
really-
you are, bro. You know you want that
Anything
money,
about
bro.
the Broncos all over your face.
I remember there was rumors of Magic Johnson buying him, all this stuff.
He would have just moved him
He
to
wouldn't.
the
He wouldn't have been the sole owner,
all
bro.
these
Like,
top,
he would
none
have
of
bought it
them
in
no,
the
but still
group,
having that
bro.
representation in your ownership group is a big deal, bro. Look what he's been able to do with the Dodgers, bro. It's his leadership has been done very principled to that. But I looked at the top 5 that were going, and there was just a bunch of all billionaires that were bidding for it, that was winning it out.
Hey, one of the wealthiest owners now. That's
The one thing that I do like is that he's trying to bring Peyton Manning in. So if he brings him in, that'll be dope. But that's Broncos right
What's
consultant.
there.
gonna happen with John Elway though?
era as a coach.
I think he still stay around.
Like a
stick
vice
around.
president.
so a consultant.
No, he wants to bring him into the ownership group,
Interesting.
and I'm cool with that. That's dope.
Nah, he needs to do that with Indianapolis, bro.
Nah, fuck that. They
That's where he
fucking
did
did him
the
dirty.
most.
They did him. He didn't even retire with Indianapolis. He retired as a Bronco, bro. Fuck that. Aaron Donald.
He did the most there, bro. He lost a ring there.
Aaron Donald is the highest paid non-QB. He's getting a $60 million extension in his next 3 years while playing with the Rams.
Guaranteed $65 million.
Mhm. So they basically reconstructed his deal to give him more money, give him a pay raise, and he becomes the highest
This is after
paid
him threatening to be
non-QB.
like, if they can't restructure,
done.
I'm done.
You have to pull that card, bro.
So,
Because at the same time, like, you don't want to go play anywhere else. You're in LA, bro. Come on now. They
There's
have a
not
brand new
only-
stadium. You just come over for Super
it's not
Bowl.
only that, it's just like, you just got a Super Bowl.
And a new stadium.
And they
in
got to
LA.
run it back with a solid team.
And you balled in that Super Bowl. Like, you
I
got the whole,
question-
you're the reason why they're even
They won.
here, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I also question though their I don't think their team is gonna be as solid. I think I see them being like a 9-9 team.
that was
9-8
his thing
team.
where he said let's run it back with the same team. I mean, it's not the same team. Anymore.
Not at all.
They
Von
look
Miller's
very
gone.
different. They look very different.
Wentworth retired. All these players are gone.
They got Allen
Robert Woods is
They got
gone.
Allen Robinson now.
They got him. OBJ is gonna probably go somewhere else.
The Saints.
We'll see if
Why
that
would
happens.
you want an injury-prone player, sir?
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. That's
So
like
we
getting
could we could reunite the LSU squad right there.
bro. Look what happened with Des Bryant. You guys got him, and then he got injured again too.
Yeah, but we got Juice Landry right now.
How'd that happen? How'd that work out for them up in Cleveland?
It's a different squad.
Bro.
We
But
got
it's the
James
same-
Winston, bro.
But it's still
Injury
the
prone.
LSU, yeah. I mean, we'll see. That's another division that's gonna be interesting because Tampa Bay is back with Brady and whatnot. But Devin Haney
your
and
team
George.
just got sold, so I wouldn't be
Who's?
yours. I wouldn't be talking too much.
Hey, bro, the Lakers won a championship on their first season being sold. So I see the start of the
How
beginnings
are
of
you
winning
comparing
time, bro.
The Lakers come to them.
Hey, bro.
No, the Lakers had how many rings before they got sold to Jerry Buss?
And they got, you know how many Super Bowls they have?
Only like
So
two.
you're already holding them up. You're holding them up.
Walton boy.
You're holding it up. They have,
Only
they have,
two.
they have 4, bro.
You have
Walton
two.
boy.
So yeah.
Go ahead with them, Walton boy.
Hey, man.
I'm just kidding. Now,
I-
I'm giving you a hard time,
Did,
brother.
did the Saints get sold not too long ago? Or they're about to get sold too because
nah,
that.
it's not
that's-
the same owner.
It's the
but-
Pelicans.
But
But the
He doesn't-
owner died, so it's
owner
the wife
died,
right
but
now.
the wife has also been
Pelican-
talking
but
about
she wants to sell the Pelicans.
selling one of them. I heard.
Pelicans.
I've
She
heard
wanna
one of
sell-
them.
Why? Because Pelicans suck compared to the Saints.
I mean, that's the last couple.
I mean,
years.
in the sense of like in the last 10 years, they gave her a ring. Another one hasn't given shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
True.
So that's why. I would say.
Correction.
playoff
Maury said that
appearances.
they had 4. They have 3.
3 they do. I knew I was gonna correct myself with that because they only have 3.
Correction. On the team that he
Got him, coach.
the one he prides himself in.
than the Saints.
And that's one that I took away from you. Oh,
From the Colts, not from the
Nah,
Broncos.
yo, Payton Manning, right? Your
we're talking
future
about
ownership
we're
right
talking
there,
about
right?
the Broncos.
Your future
We're
owner
talking
right
about
there.
Broncos right now, right?
Hey,
We're
future
talking about
owner,
Broncos
bro.
right now, right?
Future owner,
We're talking
right?
about Broncos right now, right?
Sóbala los huevos, pues.
Sóbala, boy.
So vas a bajar el primero y yo se lo voy después.
But tell me about Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Who's gonna sobar los huevos for them, bro? After for Devin Haney and Kambosos, bro. Especially Kambosos, bro. After that whooping he took, bro.
Mira, fíjate que un trompazo le dieron la mierda. That was what he got. Fucking shots in the face. And then what'd he do? Lost the fight. That's it. Devin Haney is like a Mayweather 2.0, it looks like. Just knows how to box. But he's like trying to box like...
But a Mayweather 2.0, fuck.
Yeah, bro. He's trying to box. He's in his pretty boy phase, but he's trying to fight like Money May. Because he's young, so he should be fighting like you got a chin to be going head up and just fuck it brawl. But he's smarter than that.
Yeah, and then I don't know if I was mistaken, but I think either Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford had said that they wanted to fight the winner of this fight, especially Devin Haney. But now I heard that they're lined up to fight.
That can't even happen. They're not even in the same weight class.
So who was it that said something about Devin Haney fighting them next? Because I heard about...
Tank is the only one that... They're not... The Tank, Ryan Garcia, all them... Earl and Crawford are a whole different division.
Are they not being talked? I heard that they are like verbally agreeing to fight.
I mean, T-Bud Crawford and fucking
Errol Spence.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
They verbally agreed. I'm
verbally
talking
agreed.
about, but you're saying you're putting.
I had seen that though.
No, bro. You're a crackhead if you saw it.
I'm a sick ass crackhead, bro.
He's on the Pookie people.
Yes, sir.
I'm just kidding. Nah,
Red balls.
Yo, fucking Dave Chappelle when he's eating the Snickers and it looks like shit. Or is it shit that looks like Snickers?
I don't know, bro.
It's a Snickers bar that looks like shit.
Oh, that's right.
It's all melted and
yeah,
shit.
that's a classic episode, bro. But I feel like this kid, Haney, his last fight that I saw was boring and I went to sleep. But it's because again, he's like a Mayweather when he's like young, bro. He should be fighting like but he doesn't. And
Well, that's what Mayweather used to do, actually.
He used to fight
and knock out people.
right.
And then eventually he just became too good to where he's like,
when
I don't
he
need to
rebranded
anymore.
to that Money Mayweather. Nah, I feel like what had happened was Mayweather started suffering from broken hands. So he was fighting and he was breaking his hand in training, bro. So he figured.
Also, too, he's a third-generation boxer.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What is
No,
that?
third generation or second generation?
He's third because his dad.
Third, right? Third generation boxer.
Actually, second because I think
Second,
it's his
right?
dad.
And then his uncle, right?
So it's that second.
Yeah, so it's because I know that he comes from a family of boxers.
Right, but I had seen that it was.
I know his dad
hands
was famous,
fucked
his
up.
uncle was
Ames or
famous.
Fruit Loom? None. The UFC had Volkov versus Rozenstruik this week. Volkov beat
Another
Rozenstruik.
fight that puts you to sleep.
And they asked him about who do you want to fight next because he has two fights that he's lost against, like that were big fights. So he lost against Cyril Gane and Derek Lewis, and he said I'd rather fight against Cyril Gane next or rematch with him, just because I was beating Derek Lewis and he had one shot that put me out at the end of the fight. So I already know how that fight will go. As far as he thinks he'll beat him, while with Cyril Gane, they're both the same kind of fighter. They're more methodical with their striking and shit. But that's what happened there. What do you guys think though, Cyril Gane versus a Volkov though?
Volkov is boring.
But you think Cyril Gane will handle
Cyril
it?
Gane is boring to fight to watch too, bro.
I think he was boring against Francis. He was more entertaining against someone like Derek Lewis. So I think when it comes with fighters like that, they're more. He was scared to engage with Francis because he knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're all scared of him.
You know what I mean? But with someone else, they'll
He goes,
engage with them.
I trained in the gym for what I was going to do.
But we were talking about how also last week about how the UFC has 11 straight cards, starting with this one that just happened. We have UFC 275 coming up next in Singapore. A lot of good fights in that one. Three-headed monster, I have to say, with Joanna Jędrzejczyk fighting Zhang Weili. And then we also have
running back.
Valentina Shevchenko.
Will we see another
Defending her
hematoma?
I don't think so. I think after rewatching that fight, if I'm in Joanna's brain and if I'm trying to think how she is, what she has to do is not brawl with this woman. She has to hit her and get out, slip. She has to be like Adesanya. Get in, get out.
She's not
get
that
in,
type
get
of
out.
fighter though.
She's always been that type of fighter. She's been
Or
that
she
type
gets
of fighter. She's fast,
Or she gets
bro.
a good
Joanna.
kick like...
Joanna's that
How
type of
did she
fighter
get that hematoma then?
because she was choosing to brawl with her, bro. She was choosing to brawl with her
How does that prove your point that she's always been that type of fighter?
because she went away from that in that fight. That was also her coming off of losing her title and all these things.
Bro, her last few fights have been like, damn, girl.
You have to look at her fights when she became the champion. All this. That's what I'm talking about that Joanna. Her being more elusive, being
Run it back.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna run it back,
to back.
and I think it's a good one because if she wins this, she gets to run
So
it back
you
for the
think that
title.
somebody?
And she would, bro.
It's very difficult
If
to
you
have
watch
a
that
second
fight,
run
bro,
in
if
UFC
you
like
if
that,
you
bro.
watch that fight, bro, that they were
Like-
both getting each other the entire fight, bro. There's not at no point was Zhang Weili like dominating her, even though that hematoma was there, bro. Why do we call it one of the best women fights ever? Because
is
it was
one of-
back and forth. It was not one-sided at all. It was not one-sided at all.
What were you watching, bro?
Go watch it. I rewatched it. I sent it to the group chat. I rewatched it already.
I've seen it live. I saw it,
and I rewatched it. There was Joanna was not.
So, bro, when you end up with a hematoma like that,
that's not you getting dominated though, bro. Joanna was hitting her back and everything, bro.
So when your face gets reconfigured, that's not losing the fight.
I didn't say she lost. She didn't.
Strip him of his UFC title.
Manny, have I said that she won the fight? I never said she won the fight. What I said was that it was not a one-sided fight. It was never a one-sided fight.
I mean, yes, they were both going at it, bro.
All right, let me compare a fight.
Weili had the upper hand,
Let me compare a fight to you, bro.
Weili had the upper hand,
Let me compare a fight to you, bro.
There's a reason she became the champion after, bro. Like,
she was already the champion, actually.
No, bro. The reason she had a fucking huge hematoma on her forehead, bro. Like, that jab, that fucking, like, bro, she kept catching her, bro. She kept like, what the fuck?
They were catching each other, bro. Look,
they were, but damn, bro, these were way more like.
There's one thing when you see a fight where like
you're
constantly getting dropped.
She wasn't getting dominated.
Bro, if she wasn't, bro, we go back and we look at the Dustin Poirier Dan Hooker fight.
We can put it up, bro.
We can put it up. I sent to the group chat. We look up Dan Hooker and Dustin Poirier. Dan Hooker's face was way more fucked up, but they were brawling. They were going back and forth.
What? With who? Cater?
Dan Hooker and Dustin Poirier.
Nah, that was a war.
That was the same thing with Zhang Weili and that one. One person's gonna look more fucked up than the other for sure, bro.
But Dustin was dominating that fight though. Even though it was a war.
With the check hooks, yes, he would.
Yeah, it was a back and forth war.
First of all, you cannot say it's a back and fight for, and then it was a dominant fight. No, you can't. It's one or the other.
It's not one or the other, bro.
Hold up, I didn't say that,
bro. If it's in soccer, it can't be back and forth, but one side is dominating. It's the same thing in any sport.
So that's what I'm saying.
So like these last 2 games in the NBA Finals have been a back and forth. Nobody has dominated anybody.
What do you mean? You didn't say.
I mean, maybe this last game, but in that first game, No, what's he talking about?
In the first game, it was a comeback win for the Celtics.
But it was a very competitive game. Would you say that it was a dominant victory by the Celtics? Nah, there was a quarter.
The fourth was dominant for the Celtics,
but not the whole game.
All right,
therefore makes the game a back and forth. In the fight, we got 5 rounds.
You're saying there was and Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
That fight, in your opinion, was back and forth.
Yes, it was. There was no point where like
was
Joanna
it a unanimous or a split decision? What kind of decision?
I want to say that it was a unanimous decision. But
you want to say what did the verdict say?
Right, I'm pretty sure it was a unanimous decision.
That means.
But I'm not saying. But at the end of the day, no, bro. We've seen fights where it's like it's.
I mean, I remember watching that fight with you, bro. Do you not remember like being like, damn, she's getting fucked up?
Yeah, no, I remember seeing that hematoma, and that shit was fucking graphic.
Bro, it looked like he was gonna pop,
to me,
like,
and it never did.
Reconstructed her whole face, but no domination.
I mean,
bro.
If I see Joanna's face right now, it looks just like it did at the beginning of the fight. Sure, she got a hematoma, bro. She didn't fucking break her skull or anything.
But does it get drained out? Like my thing is, all right. Is that because her vein is right there and she just popped it probably? Because you know how like we have that vein down there.
After watching that fight last time, bro.
Right there, bro.
I think in the third round she already had a bump.
Right.
And she did keep getting caught with in that beat. It was because she was choosing to brawl with this woman.
Did she not get kicked also, bro?
No, not really.
I think she got a kick that gave her that bump.
No, it was literally like a fucking hook that got her that. I was watching that fight like super detailed this week because I
super detailed.
Yeah, bro. I was going back to fucking each round.
So how do you not see that she got dominated?
No,
because again, bro, for me,
if it was
a domination,
and she lost, that means she got dominated.
A domination.
Unanimous.
Okay, let me put it to you this way again, because Zhang Weili's face, she didn't have a hematoma, but her face was bruised up too, bro. She got hit up too.
But that's her face. Her face gets bruised up like that because she's Asian. Asians get bruised up easily like that.
You're just trying to push the goalposts because she's Asian. No.
What do you mean? So you're telling me somebody that
was
popped in the face is not going to look bad?
Let me give you a couple of examples. Let me give you a couple of examples where people were actually dominated. Calvin Kattar, Max Holloway. Calvin Kattar got dominated. Renato Moicano, when we saw him fight against RDA dominated him. They're even the refs went up to him.
Justin and Tony Ferguson dominated.
Yes.
But you're talking about is absolute domination.
Exact. That's what the fucking word is. Domination, bro.
He just said absolute.
No. But domination.
Absolute. He added absolute.
No, there's a
difference.
Look,
domination.
That's why the English language has adjectives and verbs, bro. That's why. So we can
facts.
Like, come on, my boy.
Exactly.
I'm not an English major, but I love English.
Because there's rounds where a fighter can dominate. There's minutes where a fighter can dominate.
Seconds.
Exactly.
No, but domination and then back. But look, what you're saying with moments and shit, that's back and forth because when there's not those moments, who does it go to?
But
the other person. That's not domination.
Percentage.
You guys want to bring up English. You guys want to bring up English.
I didn't see the cameras, by the way.
You guys want to bring up English. Domination. The exercise of control or influence over someone or something. The state of being controlled. Controlled.
So you're forgetting the absolute adjective.
Exactly. Absolute
so now
domination.
Let's look up control.
No, bro.
No. Absolute domination, bro.
That's what he said.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
No,
There's a difference.
You're stretching the goalpost because he said 2 words.
But again, domination.
Like when you brought up the fight of Cater and Holloway. That's absolute domination. The other guy couldn't do anything. That's absolute domination, bro.
So domination, someone can still be doing something back. That's a back and forth.
Bro, but the verdict said unanimous. That means it's a domination, right? Would you not concur?
No. Because I've seen fights where it's
Why
been...
would you not concur on unanimous? What does unanimous mean?
I've seen fights, bro, because, bro, they're judges at the end of the day. We've also been talking about how judges are flawed, bro. So there's times where...
So who left it to the judges in this fight?
I would have called that one more
Did Joanna leave it to the judges? Or did Weili Zhang?
Nah, bro, that was a fucking...
So that's why the judges... Hey, they saw the same fight I saw then. What the fuck? Like, yo...
Again, let me say this. I have not at no point said that Joanna won the fight. What I said was that it was not a dominant fight from one side. You know what I mean? It was a back and forth fight the whole time. And that's why when we saw this fight, we were like, damn, this is one of the greatest fights we've seen in the women's division.
Yes, but
period. We would not have said that if it was like
a great fight.
We would not have said that. We would not have said that.
Can I make this valid point though, bro? You know why we said that? Because despite the hematoma on her face, she was swinging back, bro.
And she was catching her.
They were going back and forth, bro.
They were going back and forth.
Another woman would have been like,
if she would have hit that,
I'm
if she would have hit that for
I'm
me,
a
bro.
woman. I don't want to fucking look like this tomorrow, right?
If she would have been,
that's why
she would have hit that.
The heart displayed is what made it the best. One of the best fights.
Also would have been hitting the canvas over and over that fight. I would have been like, bro, she's getting fucking like dominated. Like Rose dominated her, bro. Rose did when she took her title. She dominated her.
All right, but bro,
that was more of a domination.
So then, what is it?
Domination happen in rounds,
and that's why it's a back and forth, bro.
And that's why
because Joanna had rounds on her side too, especially at the beginning, bro.
Percentages, right?
It was 5 rounds, right?
Yeah.
So she dominated. In my
the
opinion,
total of the fight,
she dominated 5 or 4 rounds, and Joanna.
I give Joanna 2 rounds, and then there was one round where they were really going back and forth.
Let's not even say that because it's 25 minutes in a round in the fight, right? In a 5-round fight, right? 25 minutes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give Joanna 5 minutes that she at least had moments and spurts in that fight. And the rest is all Weili because that hematoma is not going to come out of nowhere, bro.
Exactly.
That hematoma wasn't in the second round, though. That hematoma came in the
second round.
4th round.
I never said rounds. That's why I stretched it. That's why I stretched it
in the 25 minutes, it didn't happen in not even the first 15 minutes. It happened towards the end of the fight. It happened in the championship rounds.
There's an analytic.
Zhang Weili was getting tied in a lot of those rounds because she had never gone that round. Again, watch that fight again.
I've seen it. There's an analytic.
You said you saw it live. I don't know if you've seen it again. That's why I sent it live.
I remember us watching it.
But I'm saying I sent it to the group chat recently. On YouTube, and it's
trust me, bro. I watched that fight even after that, bro. I remember I've watched that fight the day after. I was at the shop watching it on Sunday. That's why I watch. That's why I buy the fight so I can watch it the next day. I don't have to wait till a free YouTube thing. I buy them. I'm watching them all the time.
I just don't feel like that was domination.
But let me say this: damn, you just killed my fucking train of thought. I went wee. Anywho, next point.
Chito Vera lined up against Dominick Cruz.
I was about to eat you alive right now, bro.
Chito Vera versus Dominick Cruz.
Chito Vera.
It's gonna be in August.
He's up
it's
and
gonna
coming.
It's gonna be UFC Fight Night main card or main event.
See, that's a fight card. That's one you want to watch
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I saw a stat today that in title fights, Dominick Cruz
it just came back to me.
he's-
It's about the UFC also. There's a stat in the UFC, right, that has control time.
Mm-hmm.
How much time does the other fighter have much control? I would assume, because I don't remember right now, or I don't even know, that Weili had more control time either on grappling or even being the one on.
They did not really. I think they went to the floor once and they got right back up.
But I'm saying like in the offense, even in the rounds, bro, they'll say who punched more.
There was no submission attempts in that fight.
They'll count. They're counting the punches in the rounds, right? So whoever was
Damn,
swinging
that's
more
crazy.
and
no
landing
knockdowns.
Total
more.
strikes. Wait up. Total strikes. 196 for Joanna. 170 for
Yeah,
Weili.
exactly.
Landed.
And
Significant strikes. Yeah, Joanna got more than her too.
Mm-hmm.
Takedown attempts. One for
But
Weili.
then Weili threw more, actually.
She threw more, but
She
what
threw
landed
more,
more
yeah.
was on Joanna's side.
Bro, the hematoma tells me what landed more.
Bro, because if you
there's a lot
do
of-
look at it,
the judges also
it
miss
is
these fucking
it is
punches. They don't
also
get all
power
the
versus
punches.
volume. No, Joanna's
And
more
then
volume puncher.
there's
That's why I
only one
said
takedown.
she has to be more elusive because she's never been
And
like
the takedown
one,
only lasted 12
She's never been
seconds.
like
You
one
said
punch.
it was always. She's always been like this.
I said she's been elusive. She's never been a one punch power. She's more of a volume puncher. That's why she has. That's why I feel like she had more significant strikes because she's more. That's why I said she has to be like style bender. She has to be very precise, get in and out. While Wang Zai's like swinging for the fences. That's why by the fourth, fifth round they were telling her she's tired and she looked tired. But then that hematoma was
But
also.
she did too, but it's also because this girl has been used to knocking people out in the first round. So
And
it's like,
Joanna's not. She's used to going the measure and volume and beating them on like
do
that.
you not? I mean, that was just the only point I want to make. But anywho,
No, I feel you. And the hematoma, for the record, was fucking disgusting.
Yes.
It was. It was.
It transformed her face.
I mean, just think about it.
It transformed her face for the night because she does not look like that at all anymore.
bro, that
It'd be
type
different.
of stuff, bro, is gonna affect it. Like you might not see that affecting you now, but in fucking 30 years from now, CTE, brother,
That CT is only diagnosed when you're dead.
you gonna have some type of fucking ramifications with getting punched in the head like that, bro.
Anybody in the sport they know the
Anybody
risk.
getting hit in the
They know
head.
the risk of this for sure.
Yes, but how many of these fighters also get hematomas often?
But I feel like hematomas is like it's something that's like
In other fights, I've seen her already swell up like that too, bro.
Like-
and it hasn't got that big, but it's like
I feel like
ugh,
concussion.
damn,
I feel
Joanna.
like fighters have had more serious shit than not that hematomas not, but I feel like they've had concussions and shit like that. That's been I feel more detrimental than a hematoma.
Well,
this is just my opinion again. I'm not
You're
sure.
talking
I
about
mean, you're a UFC
instinct.
athlete. I don't know. You tell
Exactly,
me.
bro.
You're
Like
talking
I've
about
had
the
many
instinct.
hematomas, many concussions myself.
It was too funny the day you said.
Masvidal McGregor.
Oh
These motherfuckers is
shit!
going back and forth.
Let's do it. Let's set it up. Dana.
170. Let's do this for sure.
Hey, bro,
one-
you're
at
the UFC
170?
athlete, bro. Talk to Papa Dana,
I'm
bro.
gonna
At
talk to
170
him,
though?
bro. It has to be at 170. Masvidal's not
Who's
gonna
saying
cut.
that he's on steroids?
Yep, he's making that claim at him.
I think he already said one thing. He said that this would be the best fight for both of them. Come get this money, and he's like, "Come on, bro, just come sign the contract." I mean, it's like the way he's baiting them. It's interesting, but we'll see.
I like what Chell said though. He
Yeah,
waited.
that's what he was saying.
He waited till this guy was injured.
Who George?
Didn't have a license to talk shit. So it's also there's certain like
Hold
things
up.
that
George waited till
Conor, because when you're injured like this, you don't have a license to fight technically. You know what I mean? He may be training and doing all this stuff, but he's still not sanctioned to fight right now. He has to clear all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what Chell was pointing out. You know what I mean? Like before when Conor was licensed to fight, he never really talked about him like that.
I mean, they went at it.
They went at it, but it wasn't like where he was saying, "Fight, let's sign the contract." This and that.
and they're in different weight classes. And
By that time, he had already fought Cowboy Cerrone and shit, and he
Yeah,
already
but
fought
it-
at 170 with Nate as well.
But no,
Conor has
remember,
already flirted
Dana-
within those weight classes
Still, but
for a long time.
Dana, bro, we're talking about fucking gatekeeper Cerrone, bro. We're not talking about Cowboy.
But he
no
also
more.
what I'm trying to say is that he's had fights at the division. It's
And
not
this
like
guy's
he's-
already admitted that he threw that fight.
Yeah.
It was a money grab, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't
And
say
that to
that.
me-
He didn't exactly say he threw the fight. No,
Brother.
bro. I mean, let's not fucking put that
What
in.
did he say, bro?
He said
He
that
said he was mentally defeated Before
he
he
even
entered
went
the
in there,
ring.
bro.
Did he say I went in there for a money grab to throw the fight?
He said he didn't even want to be there.
Right, bro, but he's not
And he
saying
didn't
that
even want the fight.
Okay, but what I'm just trying to say is let's not put that's what he said. That's all I'm saying. Let's just not put
Why?
that.
Because we're gonna
that's
get a
what,
gatekeeper in here?
No, I just don't want. That's not what Cowboy
Hey, who's to say?
said, bro.
We might get him. Fuck it. Hey, my bad, Cowboy. If I say that, don't
Exactly,
punch
bro.
me here. You know what I'm saying?
You
I don't want to
will,
get a
bro.
hematoma.
Exactly, bro.
Nah, but still. So that diminishes to me. Watching that diminishes to me Conor's career in the last 5 years. I'm sorry, bro. I love Conor McGregor so fucking much, bro. But as if I've been studying this guy's
I don't take that against you, but honestly, with him coming back, he fucking needs a fight like that.
And that's Mike Tyson said that he needs a tune-up fight, but he don't need no.
Joe Rogan said this.
Give him fucking Tony.
I
or
think
something.
Masvidal and Tony, just someone that's willing to like.
I like Masvidal. You know why? But this is the thing that's interesting.
He's on a losing streak. So.
Right, they're both on losing streak. But the thing is that Dana a few years ago when George was winning,
he's too big for Conor.
yeah. So that's why now the irony of how it's switching up. But
yeah.
shit,
But
I still pay for. I don't know who to go for in this fight. I love them both equally. I still need to get both of their fucking figures and shit.
And then just to wrap it up for the UFC this weekend, we also have the light heavyweight title going up with Glover Teixeira and Prochka. And I'm just wondering, we have another young guy going up against Glover Teixeira, which is over 40 years old right now. And my question is like, are we gonna see another exchange of titles right now? Are we gonna see this? Just it switched within 3 hands in the last year because we had Jan Blachowicz, he lost to Glover, and then will this guy Prochka be the one to be the next light heavyweight champion?
Well, I feel like it all depends. For a man that age, it depends how he feels the day of the fight. Because, something like just talking about Cowboy and that the day of the fight, how he didn't feel like he wanted to be there. I feel like you get to that stage and that climb in the mountain where it's like, fuck, do you want to keep doing this? So it's like, it all depends. And you could tell after the first few seconds of the round.
Not even, bro. You can tell
The weigh-ins, too.
the way they walk into the ring. Like, how serious are they when they're in the octagon?
But Teixeira has a sick-ass poker face, so who's to say, right?
Yeah, honestly,
sick
there's a
ass
lot
poker
of fighters
face.
that just have different. They do it all differently. Like Jose Aldo, he doesn't look at him and John Jones don't look at their opponent at all until the fight actually commences. And some people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's scared of him." It's like that's just what they do. They don't make eye contact with him until it's fully started.
Well, yeah, it's like a lot of people that say that Kambosos has said that Devin Haney had broke him in before the fight. Because
And then wasn't there something to that he missed weight and they gave him like 2 hours to
that was
make weight?
Kambosos,
right?
But he was saying in the weigh-ins and all that when they had the face-off that he broke off the stairs a few times and that he had him already there and all that shit. But the fight came out, it showed different.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, this is Prochka. He's the one that.
Hey, yo, this guy needs to
could-
get back in the winning column too.
Reyes.
Fucking Reyes, man. Ever since he got John Jones, he fought these last 3 guys, Smith and this guy. And he lost.
Pashka could take it, bro, if he stands and bangs. I don't know.
Glover Teixeira, the way he won his last fight though was by
it's all
submission.
ground. Yeah, ground game.
But see, that's the thing. Like UFC now, we're at the stage in the UFC where it's like you have to have a ground game. Look, see this.
Yeah,
he
it's like
took Reyes
the
down,
three.
So this is where it's gonna be interesting.
But Reyes
because
was trying to submit him. But the way he finished Reyes was not like that. It's right here, I think.
that was a nasty punch. He wobbled that.
It's a fucking, I think, elbow or a spinny, some shit. Look.
Boom.
Bam.
Boom,
Right
there. That's what it was. It was a spinny elbow, yup. So,
Bro, and he timed it because do you see the elbows? How he's timing them? He's like
Yeah.
measuring. Watch.
He
him
does
measure.
one elbow to measure it.
One measure. He's like
the
measuring
measure
one,
right there.
and then the next one comes to the spin.
watch. Like a Herb Dean's like, get the fuck off.
Watch.
He hits the first
Measure
one to
right
measure. Right there.
Bam.
Bam, and then bam.
Bam, and another
And
one.
bam.
Boom.
It's 3 elbows.
Damn, I
Bro,
forgot
he
flatlined.
went blank.
I remember that
Flatline.
fight.
Yeah, me
Yep.
too, bro. That was a fight night.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro. Fuck. This was really hype in this fight too. Reyes, he was really trying to come into this fight like, fuck, I need a bounce back win.
Yeah, so that's what's coming up
Sentate
this week. And then we have also NBA Finals going on in there in full-fledged right now. We have the Celtics and the Warriors tied at 1 apiece. And before that happened, Jason Tatum was showing homage to Kobe. He wore that 24 on the sleeve. And we all know that where Jason Tatum really want to be. But last night, man, he just he had a bad third quarter, bad second half in general, and just let the Celtics, let the Warriors take over basically. Jordan Poole, man, he's a big X factor in that team. He needs to really show it up off the bench and not try to do too much and get his teammates involved, because that's something that I feel like he did in the first game, that he was just not getting his teammates involved and he was trying to do too much on his own. And then Al Horford in that first game had a really good game. So what do you think going into Boston, Enzo, is the key factors for these two
Boston
teams?
plays like shit at home, so we'll see how they play. That's the first thing that
to play better at home.
Play way better at home, and then
The Warriors
play better on the road. They play well on the road. They play better at home, but we'll see, man. Shit, it's 1-1.
But again, for the Warriors, what do you think is that they really got to do? What's that X factor? Who's that player, or who has to really show up in Boston?
All of them, bro. To be honest, it's Boston. That shit about to be loud. That shit about to be fucking like, very. I have clients that are in the NBA, and they say that Boston's one of the most disrespectful places to play in the NBA. So they got to get ready for that. It's the NBA Finals.
And with that being said, fuck Boston. But
they haven't been there in years, so they're going back home. And last time they were, what, 08?
10.
Oh, yeah, Lakers.
2010. But I feel like an X factor.
No,
first
08's
and
the
foremost,
last time that they won it all.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But I think the X factor for this team has to be that for the Warriors, Curry has to be on all 4 quarters. I think that's what's required from him.
But that's the thing. I feel like he gets
his body's breaking down.
No, I know, but we're in the
sustain
finals right now. That's
not even that. It's not about his body breaking down, because he's still balling, bro. He's averaging like 30-something a game.
Yeah.
What happens with Curry is they start playing physical with him, and then he gets away from his game, because he's better when he has space between him and
he has to stretch the floor.
He has space between the defender and him, so he either gets a pick, a screen, like a screener pick, same shit, or he's just running around and he loses the defender. But
he was also playing good defense.
Oh, and that's
really good defense.
But he's ever since he's gotten bigger, bro, he's been playing good defense.
But like the way that I was seeing, he was guarding everybody, bro. Anybody who got the ball, like he was on Al Horford at some point, got the ball out of his hands.
You know why?
Why?
Got bigger.
No, I'm saying like that's what I mean about 4 quarters. Like he has to be on. Like I think he's just one factor. Like if he wants that MVP too,
what
he has
do you
to
mean?
do it.
How many points is he averaging? Look it up.
I get you, but I'm saying we're going into Boston now. He has to do it though. But in that first game,
why would he not do it?
In that first game, he struggled in that third quarter, bro. That third quarter is where the Celtics took over.
Well, he hasn't been there in a little bit, so you just gotta get used to it.
It's not even like that, bro. It's like I feel like they just that game they had a better quarter, and then that quarter they didn't shoot it well.
And I think
that's not to say that it's always gonna happen like that.
Seeing also how this
clearly the Warriors are the better shooting team, man. Come on, like
seeing how this game went down.
If you argue that, then you guys are incredible.
Draymond Green also
the better basketball team though.
Warriors.
Basketball team. Do you think it's the Warriors?
Celtics are more complete.
I think they're better in the sense of like defense and offense, bro. It's a well-rounded team. The Warriors just have 3 fucking shooters that are like, bro. You know what I'm saying?
3?
Like, yeah, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. Who's your 4th shooter?
I feel like I don't think that. I think it's the Splash Brothers, and I think Jordan Poole has shown.
Who are they calling the step brother now?
But I feel like Jordan Poole, he has the shot. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I've seen him drive to the hoop, but I think he has that. That's what I'm trying to say. He has that element too. Is what I'm trying to say.
So does Curry, bro. Do you watch his game?
No, he does. I'm just saying.
Fucking throwing finger rolls from like like as a floater, bro. Who does that in the NBA?
I just feel like I've seen Jordan Poole more like as that going to the hole more.
No, you know who that is?
Wiggins.
Yeah, bro. He caught bodies, bro. They like, come on Luka, bro.
I've been seeing Jordan Poole do the same thing too. And then like yesterday, not like that, but just going to the hole and either getting his teammates involved. Like that's what he did. That's what he's doing.
Klay Thompson's missing layups, and
that's another guy
Curry,
too. That Klay Thompson's not playing.
Shots.
No, Klay Thompson's just like that's
he's
the
still
one.
not in shape.
I feel like he's the weak link right now.
I think is that his
because Jordan Poole's playing better than him. I feel
his defense, but it's like, bro, his injuries, bro. To get back, he
2
had an
years.
ACL, an Achilles.
I think form should be a better word than shape. What I mean is he's not in form to actually play well because he's 2 years off, bro.
I think you're saying the same thing though, Manny. form, shape.
I think it's not. I don't think it's the shape. I think it's the mental.
No, because
I think it's the mental thing because he got injured off of going to the hole and coming down, bro.
So knowing that
not gonna be as
fucks with
aggressive.
you, right? That fucks with you a lot. But he's
It's
still
not-
hitting shots. I mean, but that's why I say to me it's them three. Those are the guys, and then they're slasher to the rack, and their mid range specialist is Andrew Wiggins. That's how I see it. Just look at the games, bro. Jordan Poole last game hit to end the halftime, hit a half court buzzer, and like. It's crazy. I seen this meme today that said Jordan Poole's playing like there's bad bitches watching. Like he's just being extra. He wants to do like, and it's funny because after you hit that buzzer beater from like 50 yards out, him and Curry embraced, and everybody like the announcers are like, oh, he hit a Steph Curry like shot, and they're already calling him the next Curry, and they're already promoting him as like once Curry retires, he's
not
like,
that player though.
but he's not.
He's not. He's a
To
supporting
me,
cast.
he's just like he's very.
He's a role player.
But then that's the other thing about that right there, bro, is that I don't feel like that. I think the system is so good that you could, if you find players that can do that very well, they plug
Because if
into
you
that.
put him in another squad, he's not gonna be able to do that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, the system.
Mm-hmm.
Because who's to say that Curry's going to be balling in another system like this too? He might be balling like shooting, but that's because the coaching is going to have to build around what he's doing, not because he went in there and it was already, he just plugged in, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you mean. The strategy that's already built by the coach is already good enough.
Yeah, and then-
Players are just plug and play.
Gary Payton Sr. then goes ahead and says that the modern NBA is all about threes and entertainment, while the 90s area was like real basketball is basically what he was saying.
How is this not real basketball? Who said that?
Gary Payton.
How is this not real basketball?
He said because the
'Cause
modern
not
NBA is all
physical.
about threes and entertainment. Like it's just about shooting threes, and that's what he said. That was his
Well,
take.
that's the Warriors.
No, the NBA has heavily drifted towards that. Though.
I mean, basketball
ever
as a
since
whole, though.
ever since the Warriors won the title and stuff, and initially back then, but like
I mean, I think it's ever since Curry really just came into, even in college, bro, he started to just.
But
come on,
you
he
didn't
had-
see it in the league where like you started seeing like they were like centers and everybody was shooting threes and all that stuff. I think until after the Warriors showed what they were able to do with spreading the floor and all this shit and still having defense, because I feel like the Suns tried to do that back then, but they had no fucking defense with Mike D'Antoni and them.
Nah, it's Curry that changed the game, bro.
No, Curry, but I'm crediting it to the Warriors and then winning the title because it's like they showed this is a winnable method.
But that it doesn't happen without the best shooter ever.
That's why, bro. He's on that team, bro. Like they showed that they can win with that method. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying it wasn't Curry, but Curry's a part of that team.
Nah, it's
Splash
only-
Brothers and all that.
It's only Curry to me, bro. Like that fool. It's like right now. Have you seen the ESPN topics? It's like where is he as a GOAT? Putting him in the GOAT conversation.
He needs to win this Finals MVP.
Right.
And even then, I wouldn't still put him in the GOAT
But they're
conversation.
putting him in the best
because the
point guard
s-
ever conversation already.
Maybe
And
that.
if he wins the MVP,
Maybe that.
he can
But the
bet-
fact that you
like they were comparing to Magic Johnson and then Michael Jordan, and they were saying,
nah.
yeah,
in my
this
opinion,
is what they were saying, bro.
They saying that shit also,
but I
and they're
don't
saying
think
that
so.
shit right now also because Steph Curry's in the finals and they have to be taught. They're not gonna be saying where's
But-
LeBron in the all time because
But
it's
check this
Steph
out.
Curry's there right
the
now.
validity of
And
him
on the
being
other
one
side-
of the greatest is there because of the fact that, bro, when you see where basketball, I'm still playing basketball out here in these streets, right? Everybody's fucking trying to be like this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, he's a great player, yes,
Like
and
10
he's a
years
top player,
10
yes.
years ago when I was playing ball in the
But to
street,
compare him to Magic Johnson, nah.
but that's what I'm telling you. So how you get?
He's his own thing, bro. Like I agree that he's a top player. He has to be in the GOAT conversation.
You guys don't understand basketball in the sense that I do. You guys, if you guys go to LA Fitness, go
Okay,
see-
basketball god.
Go see. No, go. I mean, how many games did I play this week? How many games did you
Nah,
play?
I get you, bro. I understand
So
what you're saying.
go to the
But-
basketball
but
courts
we're
and go
tr-
see what shoes people are playing in.
That's not my.
What do you mean?
I'm saying.
So when
that-
Magic Johnson was in the league, what shoes are people playing in?
No, I'm
Those
saying
Converse,
playing
right?
style. I'm talking about that play style. To compare him to playing style with Magic, no. Is he up there with those type of caliber of players? Yes.
Okay, what caliber? How is it, bro? This fool's way better shooter than Magic and Jordan put together. Shooter.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's why he's gonna be going down as one of the best ever. That's
Yeah,
why
no,
they're
I
putting him-
agree with
you know what
that.
I'm saying? Like,
But what I'm saying is to compare him.
you can. He's the best shooter ever, bro. The name of the game is put the ball through the hoop.
Who was the best shooter before him?
Reggie Miller.
And were we putting him in that conversation?
He's the best shooter ever.
Okay, but were we putting him in like he's one of the all-time GOATs and all that stuff?
But Reggie Miller lost in the NBA Finals.
And,
If he would have won the NBA Finals against the Lakers,
let me tell you
who's
this.
to say what that conversation would be like, bro?
Let me tell you this, though, Enzo.
Remember,
let me tell you this, though.
Hold on, let me finish my point.
Madness at the
Remember,
Palace.
he's beating the dominant 1-2 punch in Shaq and Kobe. If he was to win that MVP, and if those Indiana Pacers would have beat those Lakers, who's to say they wouldn't have been talking about Reggie Miller as one of the best ever, bro?
And it's at the Palace.
So what I will have to say, but honestly, Reggie Miller was not suited up for that day.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was hurt. He had a broken hand.
No, but that's the reason they don't get there.
That's crazy too.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's true.
He doesn't get there
In
because
that
of that.
documentary, they said that shit. That's interesting.
He would have, if they would
But
have made it.
the other point, 10 years ago, people were playing like, bro. If you
Wait,
went
but too,
before
let
Curry
me-
came in the league and before
But
LeBron
let
came,
me tell you
watch.
also something that I feel like.
Motherfuckers are doing like, bro, they were posting you up outside, bro. Nobody posts you up no more, bro. Like Jordan fadeaways like that, bro. There was fucking guys that would go out there and do Kobe fadeaways, Jordan fadeaways. That shit is a dead art. No, nobody does that to you no more.
Like for me, I think what
That's why I get-
you know
I
what
get what
I
you're
would you know where I
saying.
would when I why I would where I would agree with you completely, like that he's in that level and all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. He's in that level.
No, but I would agree with Enzo wholeheartedly if in his last championships he was in Finals MVP. His first years he got
it's
overshadowed by Iguodala, and I just feel like again like. He didn't get, I don't want to say he got shut down, but Matthew Dellavedova put some clamps on him on some of those games.
Facts.
And
But that
and all
goes back
those
into
feel-
that physicality.
But just look at the guys. Just look at the two guys that we mentioned. Though we mentioned Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. When they first won the championship, they were Finals MVP in their first championships.
Okay, so
They were-
can I tell you something? What did Jordan say in the Last Dance that made him help him get those rings? What did he have to do
Involving his teammates, yes.
besides that?
well, there's a lot of things.
He hit
with
the
that
weight
dog.
room. Remember, he couldn't beat the Detroit Pistons. Remember,
Yeah, he was too
he
scrawny.
hit the weight room, bro. Right?
He was too scrawny.
Okay.
What the fuck has Curry did in the last 2 years?
I understand that,
Bro,
bro.
that
but
body transformed.
initially, though, that's what I'm saying. If I would agree with you.
That's why.
if-
That's why I think this is why I'm
like,
distinguishing.
It
those,
just sucks that in
era
the
of
finals,
Curry.
in the finals that he's been in, he hasn't been the best player on the squad. Why? Because in that series, Iguodala won it, and in the next series, he was playing with Kevin Durant.
Again, look, let me tell you.
That's the one
let
thing
me-
that just-
let me
I
tell
just
you.
feel
All
like
right, so
sucks.
this is what I remember.
If not, then I would be like, fuck yeah.
This is what I
he
remember.
Totally,
He's a small point guard. He's like 6'3", right? 6'4".
He's like 6'2".
Like I think he's 6'4" actually, bro. Look it up. Let's confirm that real quick.
He's like 6'2".
Is he?
Yeah,
He's not that
6'2".
tall, bro.
He's not that. Well, he's tall compared
I
to
would
us,
say-
but not tall for the NBA.
I think he's
6'2".
6'2".
6'2".
Yeah, I told you 6'2".
All right, 6'2", bro.
Rajon Rondo 6'1", bro.
Wade, how much in those seasons, bro? When he had the clamps on by Villanova, and then now he's put on muscle. This is why I feel like it's a different player we're playing with now.
No, I understand that, but that's what I'm saying.
And
That's what I'm saying. That's
you're
why
playing-
Manny was when he said when you made those comparisons. We're like these guys when they won their championship and where they they were the guy on their team. I'm not saying that Curry wasn't, but
I
the
think,
fact that the
he's
finals
in the GOAT
MVP
conversation. I would
went
agree
the
with
other
that.
way.
This
and
is why
Iguodala,
This is why Allen Iverson is like great too, because he was so little and he was going at motherfuckers twice his size, right?
Yeah.
Curry wasn't
But also,
doing
he's
that.
another one that's not remembered as well because
He didn't win a ring.
He didn't win a ring.
But this is where he got a ring. This the only thing he's
And again,
missing
like I
is the
said,
Finals MVP.
even
Yeah.
in those, I'm
But
like, that sucks
let me finish
he had to
about
play with those
Iguodala.
other
Look,
players.
Iguodala was.
He was in his prime.
I mean,
In that time,
the shadow of it, the ending of his prime, right?
I think he left the Nuggets in his prime and he got to the Warriors. That first season that he was there, he was still in it.
he
After that,
wasn't.
it was
You know-
done.
No, you know why? Because
Bro, he was catching bodies
It was
still.
the end of the prime.
He was
But
still
this is the
catching bodies,
thing.
though.
I remember watching something on Iguodala, and he said that he changed his eating habits when he went to the Warriors. I think he went vegan or some shit like that. And then that's when he got his bounce back and all this shit because his whole diet changed.
I think it happened when he was with the Nuggets because with the Nuggets, he
Nah, he said it. He said it in
was-
an interview because remember they interviewed the Finals MVP a lot. So they asked him what changed this year. How did you get Finals MVP? Like what the hell? And it was supposed to be Curry because that's the guy. He got league MVP that year, right? And then this fool doesn't end up getting Finals MVP. Iguodala does, but he starts blaming it on, oh, it was my diet. It got me in better shape, and it just came in, and it just the timing and everything. But the other thing about KD, bro, he's a fucking unicorn, bro.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's for
that's
me.
hard.
It just sucks for exactly. It sucks that he was that was not that was his teammate, but it's like he got overshadowed.
That's like
being with
that's
that.
like
him.
that's like check this out. How do you think Kobe would have been seen if he never had Shaq and had a player like Lamar Odom in those beginning years instead of having a guy like Shaq? It would be more a comparison to Jordan, right? So in those first 8 years, who did Jordan have? Nobody. He was doing it by himself.
Hey,
and
but
he
at the
was
same
still
time,
barely getting
Shaq,
to the first, second round.
The one
getting
thing that
knocked
I'll
out.
tell about anybody is that Shaq had nothing before Kobe either.
What?
Shaq didn't have Shaq was not a champion before Kobe.
Bro, he went to the finals.
But he was
with
not a
Penny
champion.
Hardaway,
But he
bro.
wasn't a champion. What's what I'm trying to say?
What do you
He didn't have a
mean?
ring without Kobe. There was no ring without Kobe before that.
He would have
Okay,
been
so
dominant
That's what I'm trying to
without
say.
him.
No.
Bro,
That for
bro,
sure. But what I'm trying to
bro.
say, but I feel like what you were trying to say is that Kobe would not have won those rings without Shaq. But I think it goes both ways.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this fool's already in the finals, period. He was. He went to the finals with Penny Hardaway.
And I feel like, but I feel like that was also a good team all around.
Lost to the fucking to the Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets in the year after.
Bro, this fool.
No. What I'm just trying to say is that
We're
with
talking
Kobe,
about dominant, absolute domination was that's why he made it to the
I feel like if he would have kept that shape, he probably would have been more dominant in LA.
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Motherfucker, I've had.
yeah, bro.
And Kobe dislike them for that.
You
You
just
know?
didn't want to train, but
But yeah, so
fuck, man. This tomorrow's the next game, right?
yeah, tomorrow in Boston at 6:00.
Who you guys got tomorrow?
Los Guerreros. Warriors.
I do too.
Hope so, man. Quin Snyder has resigned as coach of the Utah Jazz. Sorry, I was about to go Utah Jazz. So that's there. Let's see what happens with that team. If Donovan
Lakers should have got
Mitchell
him.
stays around, I ain't mad.
I ain't mad at this guy. After watching this press conference today,
I ain't
bro,
mad at Darvin
I
Ham,
fuck
bro.
with him, bro. He sounds like he gonna be very stern.
Quin Snyder hasn't. To me, it's like he has a cool team and all that shit, but they also haven't done anything to be like, damn, I want that guy as my coach. Like, nah.
I mean, bro, you have an all-star in.
He has an all-star, but has he made him a league MVP?
That's what I'm
Has,
saying.
like, things like
He
that.
did
Have,
that
have
and he
they
didn't
have
do
they
that.
become a conference championship? Nah, bro. They don't. I don't even think they've been to a conference finals. The Utah Jazz.
Nah.
Exactly.
They've
So it's
only
like,
been in the first round.
how would I want to be hyped up about that? Darvin Ham was part of a
Championship team.
coaching staff,
And he's won a ring himself.
you know, and all that stuff. So
And he's been with the Lakers previously.
you know, so there's different things that I feel like I'm cool with Darvin
I'm not
Ham.
mad at it.
And you know, he's in support of Russell Westbrook. So let's see what kind of role he puts Russell
He's
Westbrook
also a
in.
big guy. He's
know what's
also a
funny?
demanding voice. Lakers aren't gonna.
He's like, you don't scare me, I got
players
shot in
don't
the
scare
face,
him.
motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's funny?
And he endorses and supports Russell Westbrook.
We're gonna see what is
Westbrook.
interesting about it because we closed out the season talking about he's getting traded. Now we're obviously keeping him.
Yeah,
And
I think we don't have a choice.
the narrative, but the narrative of the media changed so crazy to where like the only person I'm hearing calling him Westbrook is Skip Bayless.
Yep. Bayless is a fucking hater, bro.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, that's what we got. NBA tomorrow, Game
'Cause he's
3
a
in
Cowboy
Boston. Fuck the Cowboys. Hey, shout out to Charles for buying that Cowboy and
No,
then
he
burning that
traded
shit.
it. He traded
Traded
his-
it, and he.
That's
he,
fucking wild.
that was
bro.
fucking dope, bro. So the homie he traded one of his like
Nah,
his
not your
work
homie.
sweaters.
My homie traded his Rams like dope ass.
No, it was a
fucking-
work sweater. He said.
He said it was a Rams.
He said it was his favorite work sweater. I don't think it was. He didn't specifically say Ram sweater. He just said work sweater. And I was talking to him about it. But he posted a video of him fucking.
bro.
All right, bro.
I'm
DM him.
I'm gonna ask him right now. Hold on.
Because one thing he said, my favorite work sweater.
No, he said that what sucked is that I gave her my favorite Ram sweater.
If he gave up his Ram sweater, I'm guaranteed she burned that shit too, bro. So
Now
jokes on
that
him.
she found out.
But yeah, so that was funny.
I
But
actually commented on that.
en el fútbol,
Football, Manuel.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Manny said this doesn't mean shit, but in the year of the World Cup and all this thing, I think it has a little significance because it wasn't titled a friendly at all. So Argentina beat
It is a
Italy
friendly.
3-0. It wasn't titled as one, bro.
Yeah, it's a friendly.
Yeah, bro, for sure. That's okay. It's okay. But at the end of the day, you and Josue acknowledged that Brazil and Argentina can win the World Cup this year, very much indeed.
Yep.
So you know that's why I feel like it has significance.
How do you
Because
feel
we're in the
about-
year that it's gonna be the World Cup, and you know the team is showing dominance. Absolute dominance. Let me say it that way. Sorry.
How do you feel about the?
What a diva! Look how he's acting. How did I say it?
Absolute dominance.
How do you feel about the
Absolute domination, not dominance. Domination, dog.
He's got to do the hands too.
Hands, fool. These are. You know what these are? It's the fucking Donald Trump hands, motherfucker.
This guy.
So you know you mean
being
fucking
a
business
diva.
when you bring out the hands.
Being a diva. All right. Yeah. Continue.
Oh, bro.
I'm listening to you, man.
That's all I had to say.
That's all you had to say.
Pretty much.
All right.
And I am aware, like Josue said, they have to go through either Germany or France to possibly win that.
Mm-hmm.
It would be sweet to have that rematch against France, and maybe they.
Germany's a very serious team. They have a very serious coach.
They always are. They always are.
Nah, but the coach they have. The coach
Straight Nazi or what?
The coach they had was coaching Bayern. And Bayern Munich.
Oh, I thought you said Bayern. Joe Bayern?
He literally won the league, won the Champions League, and then left the club football because he said, it's too easy. I don't want to do this.
When did he win that Champions?
Was that the same coach that would get caught picking up his nose? And
No, that's Joachim Löw. He used to be Germany's coach. He's the one that won the World Cup in 2014.
But this guy, when they won Bayern, what year was it? Was that during the 2020?
That was during the pandemic where he did the treble.
Fuck that bullshit.
Yeah, he did the treble. He won all 3 trophies.
But
so now he's the coach of Germany.
All right. We'll see what's up.
So, he's serious business.
What you think about this, about Mo Salah talking about that he might go to Barcelona?
Did you get any information on that practice in Barcelona? In Brazil, them fighting?
Did I get any information on why Richarlison was fighting Vinicius?
Yeah.
It's just speculation. It's just speculation.
Talk about his girl?
No, there's
fuck your bitch.
no speculations. I mean that they're out there, but there's nothing really solid of like what actually happened, of like what initiated the fight. I mean, you have to understand that they both play for the same position. You know, they both play for the same position, and Richardson is known for being a hothead. They say that he's known for being a hothead and for being a guy who, like, you know, since he's a hothead, he'll, you know, just lose his cool.
Gotcha.
So I mean, you could probably be messing around. He could have nutmegged them. He could have said something. You get me? And already,
Por eso se
boom.
va a enojar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I'm sure they'll figure it out. The coach will figure it out. You know, internal fights happen all the time.
But yeah, I'm hearing something about Mo Salah. Basically, if he doesn't able to get his negotiation right with Liverpool, that he wants. There's basically like a clause or some bullshit that he wants to go to Barca.
Man, I'll say this: Barca doesn't have the money or the funds right now.
Did you see that they applied for some kind of shit that was supposed to give them more funds for that? I saw that
They
too.
have no funds and no money right now. They're literally renting out the stadium for weddings. They're letting
Barcelona?
Yeah, they're letting people have wedding ceremonies or even wedding receptions in the field.
They're not letting them. They're renting it.
They're renting it, but the reason I said letting is because this has never happened before. They've never done something this drastic just for the money. That's how much money, like, they're in such big debt that they can't, you know,
144 million euros.
that they don't have the money right now. That's the other reason why they're trying to see if they can sell Deschamps, and, you know, get Man U to pay big money for him so that they can use that money, to allocate it.
Yeah, and then
Because they need a Salah player in order to even make moves this transfer window. They can't like right now they have, according to what's out there, they have Christian and I think his name's Anderson. He's a center back from Chelsea, and then Kise from AC Milan. They already have agreed terms with them to bring them in, but they don't have the money to sign them. They're waiting for those funds to come in to then be like, all right, let's bring you guys in.
yeah.
That's what I mean, bro. Like right now, Barcelona does not have the money like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Robin Lewandowski situation. They need the money. Like, they got to figure out their money situation before they bring anybody in.
Yeah, so basically what's saying, right here I'm reading from El Futbolero USA, it says, FC Barcelona has asked Mo Salah not to renew his contract with Liverpool so that when his contract expires in 2023 of June, that is to say in 1 year approximately, they can sign him for free, basically.
But that's next year.
Yeah, so but
That's next
basically
year,
they're
not this
asking him
year.
of that.
That's speculation and rumors. It could be a possibility.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
by that time, Mo Salah, if I'm not mistaken, is probably going to be like 31. I don't know if you really want to bring in a winger that's that old.
Why not? If it's like busting the Lakers to win now.
He's gonna be 30 years old actually.
And there you go.
Stand
I
correct.
mean,
He said 31, bro. I mean,
I was speculating around 30s, man.
30 years old. I mean, depending if they're gonna sign him to like a long
No,
contract.
they would sign him for maybe a 2-year contract.
So that's fine, bro. I think signing him for
LeBron
like
James just said some wild shit. Hold on. He said jumping on a podcast soon. Jumping on someone's podcast soon. Maybe my own. Fuck that. Coming to the current. Got you right here, bro.
one thing too that I know that they want to give Dembele or they want to sell Dembele to PSG or something like that too. So that's also a way to get more funds too.
And that's because Kylian Mbappe wants him. So Kylian Mbappe, since PSG gave Kylian Mbappe so much power, they already sacked the sporting director, which was Leonardo. They just got a new sporting director. Now they're sacking the coach, Mauricio Pochettino.
Damn.
And then we got to see who they bring in as the new coach for PSG as well. So, yeah.
You know who I heard?
And Di Maria is leaving. So that Di Maria leaving
Do you think
opens the room for Dembele.
Do you think Moutinho becomes the coach of PSG?
You mean Mourinho?
Mourinho, my bad.
Oh, man.
Damn, bro. What the hell?
Hey, bro, you chop up names all the time, man. Don't point no finger, bro.
He said you
We all
Nah,
good here.
bro, it's
I
'cause
correct you
There's
gracefully.
no coach named Moutinho, that's why.
Okay, bro. Moutinho is pretty close. You make
Moutinho?
mistakes like that all the time, bro.
I guess it's close.
Again, basketball god, soccer god, UFC god,
Oh, all right.
So
NFL god. Yeah, so what was god?
So-
Exactly. But I want to address the fucking elephant in the room.
Yeah, but Mourinho to PSG, no, I doubt it.
I just saw that. I was thinking.
The reason I say no to that is he just won with Roma. He already said he wants to stay at Roma. The other reason why I don't see Mourinho going to PSG, and this is just personally me, is because since Kylian Mbappe has so much power now over the club, there is no coach who's going to want to go there and know that there's a player who can undermine his authority. So the next coach has to be a puppet coach, in my opinion.
Okay. I'm
put
fucking
Messi as a coach.
mind blown right now, bro. I don't know if this is fucking true, right?
Okay.
So we address the elephant in the room. 'Cause this whole fucking weekend, I've been telling people that fucking Pique is making us men look bad. Now I'm reading that it says Pique and Shakira had an open relationship and there was no infidelity. Kind of bullshit is this?
Where's that at?
I just looked it up right now. It's basically this website called Marca.
Oh yeah, that's a Spanish.
Some bullshit right there.
You know,
Spanish.
but
City boys are not up.
I had
Just gonna-
heard
Hurry up.
about the split, about the breakup, and then I had seen and I had read stuff
Well,
that
the thing
Pique
is-
had cheated
yeah.
on her and all that stuff, and I'm like, dog, he cheated
Yeah.
on Shakira, bro.
Well, she's older than him.
I know, but
He's
still, it's like,
younger.
bro, she's 45 and looks amazing. I'm sorry, I'm just saying, like, it's like if Jay-Z.
So you're really thinking, bro? That's
No,
that's
no.
what makes me laugh about
Bro,
you,
no,
niggas,
look.
bro.
Let me
Y'all
tell you
need-
this.
Once you guys get married,
Let me
y'all
t-
gonna realize that women
Let me tell
on
you this.
Instagram or on fucking stage
Let me tell
or
you
in the
this.
concerts look like that because they're on concerts or on fucking
tell you-
Instagram,
let me tell
man.
you
But
this,
they do
though.
not wake up like that,
Let me tell you
man.
this, though,
They got
bro.
eye burgers and their
me tell
breath
you this,
smells
though,
like
bro.
shit, just like yours,
and, bro,
tell you this,
and
bro.
he's been
Let me
with
tell you
her
this,
for
dog.
11 years,
Let me
bro.
tell you this, dog.
Sheesh.
Let me tell you this.
Man,
Let me
He
tell
already
you this, though,
been
bro.
there,
Y'all need some
done
pussy.
that, bro.
Let me tell you
Some
this.
pussy.
Let me tell you this one time.
What?
You have enough money to fucking keep that shit on the wraps, my nigga.
What do you mean?
NDAs.
I'm just saying if it was true.
NDA.
All that, you know what I mean? But just the fact that this is being
Just
said,
like
they
how
have,
Drake has a pussy manager, you know?
What do you
but
mean? You got them. What if he didn't want? What if it's not even like that? So man, the fucking media spins shit. Look, see how
Yeah.
the media spins shit.
yeah, I mean,
If
this
that's
is the first
if
time.
that's even if that's even true, because who's to say that's true?
The one thing that we know is for sure true is that they're splitting up.
Well, we don't know that either. They
mean,
come out and said that?
Right, we won't know
Gerard
that.
Piqué and Shakira announced on Saturday with a joint statement that they're splitting up after 12 years being together.
All right, there you go. There's a
That's the
video
one thing we know
that-
for sure. That's what I'm saying. But
Alright.
besides the
So then
reasons
it's not
and
an
all that
open
stuff,
relationship because if it was, they wouldn't be splitting.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's not real.
that's not necessarily
just
true.
a
You can split.
speculation.
You can still split like after being in a relationship.
Doesn't matter, bro. That fool's still gonna have access to her.
Oh, he has kids with her.
Yeah.
They do.
He has kids with her.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Yep.
He's still the baby daddy.
But then, like I said, guys, a woman, yeah,
That's why I said you got to see the dark side. It's like he's already been there, done that. He's seen every aspect of her for 11 years.
I
11
know. I
years.
know the hips don't lie. He knows that they do. You feel me?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like a little bit.
Exactly.
Feel me? It's just the way it is, bro.
Yep.
I remember I named my dog Shakira after the World Cup.
So Wales
Rest in
defeats Ukraine in the
In an auto-goal situation.
and they make it to World Cup for the first time in 54 years. And they
Correct.
joined Group B with USA, England, and Iran. And from what I know, USA and England will be playing against each other on Thanksgiving week. It's going to be an interesting week that week because we have a lot of sports.
Football,
But
basketball, soccer.
thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for subscribing, rating, review, and doing everything that we do here on the podcast. Peace out, everybody. Peace.
Yes. Thank you for listening to our episode. We appreciate your support. Remember to follow us on Instagram at The Current Pod, where you can share our episodes, review, interact with us, talk to us about what's going on. We appreciate your feedback and everything that you guys do for us and supporting us. Have a wonderful day.